Hello again everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another speed build video in The Sims 4. I hope you're all having the most amazing day ever so far and thank you so much for joining me here today. We are back, we are building in the world of Tomarang. I absolutely adore this world. It is the world that came with The Sims 4 for rent and we are building today tiny pastel Peranakan homes. I am so excited to be able to share this with you all. I was working from a reference image, which I'll pop on screen for you now so that you can see my inspiration and where the sort of idea came from. I've seen so many simmers build these and everyone's done such an incredible job, and me being me and me just loving playing with colour and building with colour, I had to give these a go myself. So I really hope you enjoy these. One of the really cool things about this, as I was just saying, is that each of these houses is a tiny house. Each house is only 60 tiles big, which should make for some very interesting gameplay. I cannot wait to see you and your Sims try and sort of navigate around this. Each house is partially furnished as well, so the kitchens are decorated, so are the bathrooms, and I've done the floor plans, but it just means that you can sort of come in here and put your own stamp on it, add your own Sims sort of furnishings and things like that. I was also planning on furnishing these maybe during like an on-camera real-time video as well, so if you'd be interested in that then please let me know. I think I'm going to do it anyway, but I'm just hoping that that's something that you guys would be interested in. But yeah, we are currently working on the exterior here. As you can see, we went for a super vibrant, super colourful colour scheme. Sorry, excuse me. Super bright, super vibrant colour scheme. I did it again. And I really love how these turned out. And as I was saying, I have seen so many simmers build these and they've done just such an incredible job. And it's just something that I wanted to give a go myself and just sort of see how I could pull this off, if I could pull this off. I'm not saying that mine are better than anyone else's, absolutely not. There are some that are far better than these, but I do like the fact that mine are tiny. Now, I'm not entirely sure if anyone else's are, but that's definitely something that I wanted to sort of add as maybe like a little bit of like a lot challenge for you all. I don't know if that's something that you can, is a challenge within The Sims 4 for rent, if that's like cross-pack compatibility with tiny living. But yes, anyway, working on the exterior, as I was saying, just doing a bit of landscaping here. I didn't really do too much with these houses in terms of landscaping, because what I decided to do was like pave all around the lot, because from the research that I'd done, and please someone correct me if I've done this incorrectly, but I noticed that they were sort of like on the street front. There wasn't too much greenery going on, so I didn't want to add too much. Now, one thing that really annoyed me actually about these houses is that I built them on a 20 by 15 lot overlooking the ocean, which just makes for some incredible views from the inside of the houses. You'll see if you do download these, you'll see that, but the lot is off center, and that's simply because of the size that I decided to do these houses in. Now, looking back, I could have definitely made the one in the middle one tile wider than the ones on either side. That could have been a potential thing, but I wanted each one to be the same size. I didn't want it to look, because obviously within the reference images each of the houses were the same size, so I didn't really want to tamper with that too much. But yeah, I messed around with so many sort of detailings on the outside, lots of different debug items from the For Rent pack. I love the landscaping items in the For Rent debug menu. I think they look absolutely incredible. I would have quite liked to see them in like the normal landscaping area, but we did talk about this a little bit in my other voiceover when I did like a duplex build / apartment build. I'm still not entirely sure what that is. I went with duplex because that was the best way that I could think to describe it, but don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, the exterior structure has come together super nicely. This is pretty much as and what you see, bar some like tweaking here and there on the thumbnail and in the screenshots at the end as well. But yeah, it was kind of interesting for me not to do too much decorating on the interior. Obviously, if you've been around my channel for a while, you will know that I really enjoy decorating the interior of my Sims builds, but I in my last one I decorated one full floor, like that was one full apartment, and then I left the other one completely free and available so that you could put your own stamp on it along with your Sims. But for these ones, I decided to just partially furnish each one because, as I was saying, I am planning on doing a real-time on-camera video where I decorate maybe each of them. I might do like one video for each, or something. I'll definitely do one for at least one of them. So yeah, you'll have to let me know in the comments down below if that would be something that you'd be interested in. But yeah, I did so much tweaking because I didn't want to overdo it with the detailing, which, just bear with me here, because I know this architectural style is so stunning and colourful and intricate, but I didn't want to go over the top with too much of the detailing because I think it can sometimes take away from like the colour schemes and what you've actually achieved, as you can see here. So yeah, I actually really like these. I think they look fantastic. I can't wait to see which like families you decide to move in here and how you decide to sort of play this out within gameplay. But yeah, you'll have to let me know. Like, please feel free to send me any messages on my socials, on Twitter or on Instagram or whatever, and just let me know like how you're getting on. And I definitely like to try and have a look at this myself and see how they sort of function within like these smaller spaces. But yes, as you can see here, I then start messing around with the columns because I was thinking that like the smaller wall height started looking a little bit strange. It's really minor. I don't know why I'm mentioning it at all, but yeah, I end up just like extending them because I always forget that we can do that. Does anyone else forget that we can like make just the columns taller rather than just stacking them on top of one another, which is what I always do, because typically I'll only use one column, and I'm pretty sure it's the one from Get Together in just like the normal like plain white swatch, because it's just so handy for like suburban houses, which is typically what I tend to build. And yeah, anyway, that's my go-to. So adding some windows to the back here, I spoke about this in my last speed build, but all of the items in this pack are just so stunningly beautiful, and it's really allowed me to sort of explore a completely different architectural style, which is something that scared me a little bit at first because I never want to do a bad job at representing this sort of architectural style. But yeah, I just wanted to do such a good job, and I wanted to try something a little bit different. And so this really brought me out of my shell a little bit, even though I love playing around with color and it's something that's so comfortable and familiar to me. I definitely wanted it to be something a little bit different and completely out of my comfort zone. I think I achieved that, but please let me know in the comments down below what you think. And I also really like the fact that out on the front you can have like a mailbox that has 3 mailboxes in it. So like there's 3 units and 3 mailboxes. I just thought that worked so well, because up until now I've only actually done like 2 houses on one lot rather than 3. So this is a little bit of a challenge for me. I did speak in my last speed build about a build that I'm wanting to undertake, and it is huge. It is absolutely massive, and I'm trying to work out how and when I'm going to even get this up, but it might have to be a little bit of speed build and a little bit of on camera, sort of like a combination of the two, so that we can maybe a little bit of live streaming as well, so that we can maybe like build it together and I can get all of your ideas and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, now we've moved on to the interior here. So as I said, I do partially furnish each of the units on camera because I thought it was really important to just lay it out for you all, and so that you can sort of see what I envisioned with this. You can by all means make any amendments that you like. You know that you are more than welcome to do that with any of my builds. And if you want to rejig the floor plan, maybe make the kitchen a little bit smaller so that it allows the living space to be a little bit bigger, like whatever you want to do. You know, I'm easy like Sunday morning with that. I really am. So whatever you'd like to do. So yeah, and what I also wanted to do was give each house its own color scheme. So as you can see, the house on the left, which is yellow, has a yellow interior. The one in the middle has a pink interior, and the one on the right has a green interior, which matches the exterior color schemes. And I just thought that was such a sweet, cute idea. And again, if you want to make any changes, please feel free to do so. But I just thought this was really sweet. And then also, I think it's the house in the middle that has the different floor plan. I think they've all got slightly different floor plans, actually, looking at them, because obviously you've got one in the middle that has no windows on either side. Then obviously the house on either side, the one on the left has windows on the left, and the one on the right has windows on the right. So it took me a little bit of finagling to get what I wanted to achieve with the interior, but I wanted to try and fit 2 bedrooms up here, but I couldn't do it. I mean, please feel free. I'm sure there's people out there way more talented than me that would be able to do that, but it stumped me. It definitely stumped me. I wanted to try and put a kids' room in there, but it just wasn't going to work. So I decided against it. I'm so sorry if that's an issue. And then please also let me know truthfully about this sort of interior decorating and the fact that I didn't do it on this occasion. I partially decorated it. Would you prefer that I'd decorated one complete unit? Are you happy with this? Would you rather I decorated all the units? Like, please let me know. Obviously, as I was saying, I am planning on furnishing the other units, but I'm going to be doing it on camera and on other videos so that we can like maybe have a little bit of fun with this and just try some different things. But anyway, just let me know and be honest. I'd rather have your feedback, take it on board, and then make any changes that I need to. But that is pretty much it for this video. So I really hope you enjoyed this. I had an absolute blast creating these houses. I hope I did them justice. I really did. But please let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you would like to download these houses from the gallery, you can do so. My origin ID is RachelPedd. Tray files, as always, are linked down in the description box just down below. You can get them for free from SimFileShare. But thank you so much everyone for joining me here today. You all take care, and I will see you again next time. Bye!